They lied to you. Not out of malice, not to hurt you, but because they believed it too. That someday, someone would come along and fix everything. That the right person, the perfect moment, the magical rescue would appear. They told you to wait, to stay patient. That help was on the way, but you kept waiting and waiting. And nothing happened. Because the truth they never told you is this: no one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your boss, not your government, not your friends, not your followers, not the universe, not even time. You are the hero. You are the storm. You are the one you've been waiting for. This is not a message of despair. This is the beginning of power. Because the moment you stop waiting is the moment you start becoming. There is a raw, electric freedom in owning your life, in standing up and saying, "This is on me." No excuses, no delays, no more blaming anyone else. The world owes you nothing, and that is your greatest gift. Because if no one is coming, then everything you build, everything you conquer, every inch you rise that belongs to you. But first, you must break the illusion. The illusion that your circumstances are permanent, that where you were born is where you'll die, that your past defines your future, that someone else holds the keys to your destiny. Mindset is not a buzzword. It is the battlefield, and the war is within. You either live in fear or you live in fire. You either shrink or you rise. And rising begins when you start telling yourself a new story, not the one they gave you, but the one you choose to write. Because belief isn't a soft whisper in the dark. Belief is a roar. It's a defiant scream against the gravity trying to pull you down. You have to believe you matter, even when no one is clapping. Even when you're alone, broken, invisible. Belief is forged in silence. It's born when no one is watching, when there are no likes, no applause, no spotlight, just you, and the voice inside saying, "We keep going." And when belief takes root, clarity follows. Not in the form of perfect plans or predictable paths, but in truth, raw, uncomfortable truth, the kind that burns before it heals, the kind that strips away the lies you've told yourself to stay comfortable. Clarity doesn't always feel good. Sometimes it feels like standing naked in front of the mirror and finally seeing the weight you've carried, the dreams you've buried, and the person you were meant to become. When you know what you want, the world stops being noise. Distractions fall away. Fake friends fade. Shiny promises lose their shine. You begin to see through the fog. And in that vision, however distant, however wild, your purpose is waiting. Purpose is not a job. It's not a title or a paycheck. It's the fire that refuses to go out. It's the pull that keeps dragging you forward when logic says turn back. Purpose doesn't always make sense, and it doesn't ask for permission. It just demands one thing: that you honor it. And honoring your purpose takes discipline. Not motivation, not mood. Discipline, the silent, invisible grind. The daily, unsexy commitment to show up whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is saying yes to your future and no to your comfort. It's getting up early when you'd rather sleep. It's saying no to parties when your soul needs peace. It's choosing growth over gratification every damn time. You want to change your life? Discipline will walk with you when everyone else leaves. It will stay when inspiration fades. It will carry you through storms that break lesser men. But discipline alone isn't enough. You must move. You must act. Action is the only thing that separates dreams from regrets. It's the only language the universe understands. You can sit and meditate, you can pray and manifest, but nothing happens until you do. One call, one step, one rep, one decision, and then another, and another, until momentum takes over and you forget how to stop. The world doesn't change when you're ready. It changes when you show up bloody and unsure and do it anyway. It rewards the doers, the movers, the builders, the ones who run into the storm because standing still is no longer an option. And as you move, never forget the fuel: gratitude. Not the shallow kind, Not, I'm grateful because I should be. No, the kind of gratitude that humbles you, that brings you to your knees and makes you weep for the fact that you still have breath in your lungs and fire in your chest. The gratitude that says, I may not have everything, but I have this day. I have this fight. I have this chance. Gratitude is power. It's the reminder that even in your pain, you are privileged to feel. Even in your struggle, you are still standing. And as long as you are standing, you are not finished. You will fall. You will fail. You will get it wrong again and again. But adaptability is your birthright. You were not made to break. You were made to bend and pivot and rise. You are evolution in motion. You are proof that struggle sharpens, pain sculpts, and failure is nothing but feedback. Let go of perfection. Embrace the pivot. Adapt like water. Flow around the rocks. Crash when you must, and reform stronger. The greatest minds, the greatest warriors, the greatest creators, they weren't the strongest. They were the most adaptable. Resilience is not about never breaking. It's about never staying broken. It's waking up with scars and saying, I'm still here. It's laughing through tears. It's running with blisters. It's choosing to be forged instead of folded. Every setback you face is not the end. It's a sharpening, a test, a question. Will you stay down or will you get back up? Get up every time, without fail, even if your hands shake, even if your voice cracks, even if your knees buckle. Because those who rise again and again become unstoppable. And when you become unstoppable, something happens. The world stops ignoring you. The doors that were once shut start to creak open. The voices that doubted go quiet. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. Because you made a decision to own your fire, to claim your path, to stop begging for permission, and start writing your name into the stone of history. And make no mistake, this isn't about ego. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday. It's about looking yourself in the mirror and knowing you showed up fully, fiercely, faithfully. You don't need a savior. You need to awaken. Because buried under the distractions, under the doubts, under the dust of daily life, you already are everything you're seeking. The warrior, the builder, the visionary, the survivor. But you must decide, every day, to rise. No one is coming to save you. So rise for yourself. Build for yourself. Bleed for your dreams. Fight for your fire. Show the world what it means to bet on yourself. Not once, not twice, but for the rest of your life. Because when you do, you won't need saving. You will become the force that saves others. And that, right there, is how legacies are born. And if you still doubt, if some quiet voice inside still wonders if you're enough, let me tell you this. The fact that you're still here, still listening, still breathing, still trying, that is proof of your power. The world tried to break you, but you bent. Life tried to drown you, but you swam. Fear tried to blind you, but you saw. And now it's time to burn. No more waiting, no more asking. You take the pen, you write the chapter, you become the fire. Because the truth is, you were never meant to be saved. You were meant to rise so high, the sky would open just to let you through. And when others look up and ask who lit the way, they'll see it was always you.